Om Ajnanatimirandasya Shlavakaya Chakshurvamilate Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. You want to say the English?
I was born in the darkest ignorance. My spiritual master opened my eyes with the torch of knowledge. I offer my respectful obeisance unto him. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Jai. So I understand it's the last verse of chapter 7, knowledge of the absolute.
Yes.
Okay. So you can repeat after me.
Sure.
Adi bhutadi daivam mam.
Sadi bhutadi devam ma.
Sadi yajna cha ye viduhu.
Sadi yagya cha ye vidu.
Prayana kale picha mam.
Pranaya kale picha mam.
Te vidur yukta chetasaha.
Te vidur yukta chetasaha.
You want to try?
No, it's okay. One read is okay. It's pretty clear.
No. We have to read once more.
Okay.
Only then we'll learn properly.
Okay. Sadi bhutadi devamam.
Sadi bhutadi daivam mam.
Sadi yagya cha ye vidhu.
Sadi yagyam cha ye viduhu.
Pranaya kale pichamam.
Prayana.
Prayana. It doesn't have the another one. Prayana. No, Prayan kale.
Prayana. Na.
Okay, now also.
Because this is not Hindi. This is Sanskrit.
Oh, okay. I'm reading in the Sanskrit, so it's a Prayan. Okay, Prayana.
No. When you read in Sanskrit, as opposed to reading in Hindi, if the na had the halant underneath it, then it would be prayan.
Okay.
If it is not there, it is prayana.
Okay.
Whereas Hindi में क्या होता है? प्रयाण बोलेंगे हम लोग.
हाँ, वो तो है. मैं तो वैसे पढ़ रहा हूँ.
तो ऐसा नहीं है, वो संस्कृत है. हाँ.
Okay. प्रयाण काले पीछामम.
ते विदुर्युक्त. अरे, I am repeating after you. Sorry. प्रयाण काले पीछामम.
ते विदुर्युक्ते चित्सा.
ते विदुर्युक्त चेतसः.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Those in full conscious of me, who know me, the Supreme Lord, to be governing principle of material manifestation of the demigods and of all methods of sacrifice, can understand and know me, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, even at the time of the death.
So this statement is a very important statement. Why? Because why you think it is important? You tell why you think it is important.
It's mentioned that Krishna, in the time of the death, if you remember me, even in the time of the death, that is the time, if you remember Krishna, then there is no rebirth. Because if you have at that time, if you have got any desire, you will come back to fulfill that desire. If at the end, last breath, if you have a name as a Krishna, then it's done job. That's why it's important. It says that the Supreme Personality of God, even the time of the death. That's what I'm saying. Lord's the governing principle of the manifestation, material manifestation, demigod, and the method of sacrifice can be. Well, if any more deep meaning, you can tell me. Okay.
You actually mentioned one important thing. Yeah, time of death. Because actually, see, you're very right. I mean, this life is very precious. We are very fortunate we've got human life. Yes. And then we are even more fortunate that in this human life, we have managed to understand, a little bit about Krishna. We cannot say we have understood You cannot
97-98% people doesn't know. They just give birth and the death with the no spiritual growth, same.
Yes. So that way we are slightly fortunate.
No fortune.
Okay.
Yes.
But we cannot say we know Krishna fully.
No.
Okay. But here what he is saying, see, those in full consciousness of me, who know me, the Supreme Lord, to be the governing principle, okay, to be the governing principle, one, of material manifestation, two, of demigods, and three, of all methods of sacrifice. Okay. So what he is saying is, the person who's in full consciousness of me, who knows that I am the governing principle, means what? He's the one who's the controller. He's the governor. He's governing everything. उनके वजह से ही सब कुछ हो रहा है. Okay?
Sarve sarva.
So this reminds us of what? Brahma Samhita. Okay? The starting is what? Ishvara Parama Krishna. Ishvara. Parama Krishna means the supreme controller is Krishna. Okay? So, and what is that shloka? Ishvara Parama Krishna Sachidananda Vigraha Anadiradir Govinda Sarva Karana Karanam. Okay, yes. Sarva Karana Karana means he is the cause of all causes.
Cause of all. That's right.
उनके वजह से सब कुछ हो रहा है, right? So that means
he से निकलते हैं. Yes.
So he is the controller. Because of him, everything is happening. Okay. So and here he is confirming that those in full consciousness of me, who know me, that is the Supreme Lord, to be the governing principle of the material manifestation. So one thing he is talking about here is material manifestation. Material manifestation is what? So there's material world. Okay. The spiritual world is there, but there is the material world also, right? So, and what is it said? It mentions that of that whole creation, material, spiritual, the whole existence, the material world is only 1/4 of it, even though we are like so tiny and we are in such a small part. But it is only 1/4 of the whole. Okay. But he is only the governing principle of that material manifestation. And where does it come? Where does it say this? How do we know that he is the material source of the material manifestation? So let's take a look at chapter 10. Okay. In chapter 10, 10.8, I think 10.8. It's in fact the seed verse. Seed verse means this is the root of the Bhagavad Gita. Seed verses there are 4 seed verses. Okay. 10.8, 10.9, 10.11 and 10.12.
8, 9,
10 and 11. Sorry. 8, 9, 10 and 11 are, this is the essence of the Bhagavad Gita. If you know these 4 shlokas, it means you know the Bhagavad Gita. Okay. Because all the essence of the Bhagavad Gita is in these 4 verses. Okay. So now this 10.8, it's saying Aham sarvasya prabhavo mata sarvam pravartate iti matva bhajante mam buddha bhava samanvitaha. Okay. I am the source of all spiritual and material worlds. So Krishna is confirming that here.
Yes.
Okay. Everything emanates from me. The wise who perfectly know this engage in my devotional service and worship me with all their hearts. Okay. So coming back to 730, that is chapter 7, 30 shloka. What is he saying? I am the governing principle of the material manifestation. Correct? Okay. Then he says he is the governing principle of the demigods.
Demigods as well.
Okay. So now he is established, he is from him only material world is coming. Spiritual world is coming, that is okay. But material world is also coming from him only. Okay. So the second thing he's saying is governing principle of the demigods. Means the demigods are also coming from him. But where
Yes.
is that saying in the Bhagavad Gita? So let's look again. So it is in the 10th chapter only.
Yeah.
Opulence of the Absolute. That chapter,
Yeah.
Krishna establishes everything about himself.
Okay.
He'll tell everything, how everything is emanating. So
Mhm.
in this chapter, 10.2, 10.2 you read.
Two. Okay. Two. Neither the host of the demigod nor the great sage know my origin or opulences, for in every respect I am the source of demigods and sages.
Sages.
Yes,
So
yes,
here he has established that he is the source of the demigods also.
yes, definitely.
Okay. So two things we have established now.
So
He is
he
the
is the
governor.
governing of the material manifestation of and then the demigods.
Very good. Okay. And now he's saying,
That
and
one
of
is method
all
of
methods
sacrifice.
of sacrifice.
Yeah,
Okay. Yagya.
yeah,
Okay. So of all methods of sacrifice. So he is the governing principle also of all the methods of sacrifice. Now that also actually is mentioned in chapter 3.
yeah.
So if you look at chapter 3,
Yeah.
mm, ah, see, read chapter 3.9.
3.9. Work done as a sacrifice for Vishnu has to be performed, otherwise, work causes bondage in the material world. Therefore, O son of Kunti, perform your prescribed duties for his satisfaction, and in that way you will always remain free from the bondage.
Hmm. So what does this mean? That ultimately the benefiter of all the sacrifices is Vishnu.
Hmm.
Okay. And Vishnu's not, Vishnu means Krishna only. Okay.
Yes.
So Krishna is saying that he is the ultimate beneficiary. He is the
Beneficial.
ultimate beneficiary of all the sacrifices as well.
Mhm.
So, and here in the purport also what is being said, you read some of the purport also for
Since one
3.9.
since one has to work even for the simple maintenance of the body, the prescribed duties for the particular social position and quality are so made that that purpose can be fulfilled. Yagna means Lord Vishnu or sacrifice performance. All the sacrifice performances also are meant for satisfaction of Lord Vishnu. The Vedas enjoin Yagno Vaishno. In other
Vishnu.
words, Vishnu. In other words, the same purpose is served whether one perform prescribed yagna or direct serve Lord Vishnu. Krishna consciousness is there, therefore performance of yagna as it is prescribed in this verse.
Yeah. Okay. So,
Yeah.
so here the Vedas also are saying, so this is not just cooked up. Okay. So the Vedas are also talking about that yagyo vai Vishnu means that yagya, the ultimate beneficiary for any sacrifice is actually Vishnu.
Vishnu.
Okay. So now if we come back to 7:30,
Yeah. So
what
it
Krishna
says,
is telling here, what Krishna is telling here is those in full consciousness of me who know me, the Supreme Lord, to be the governing principle of material manifestation,
yeah,
of the demigods, and of all methods of sacrifice,
yeah,
they can understand and know me. Okay? They can understand and know me, that is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, even at the time of death.
mm,
Okay. So what that really means is not that when, so what, see, what you said was also correct. What you said actually comes in the 8th chapter. Okay. But here, what Krishna is saying is that if one is so established in Krishna consciousness, then even at the time of death, he will remember Krishna.
You will remember Krishna. That's right. But then, if you're fully conscious of me, that's what they say. Krishna says that if you have fully Krishna consciousness and that, then you will be on the time of the death. You'll remember me.
Yeah.
That, yeah.
But, and what is that fully consciousness? Meaning that he is the controller.
Yes.
He's a supreme controller. So, like, even in chapter 5, if you look at the last verse of chapter 5, 529, okay? Bhoktaram yagya tapasam.
Yeah.
Look at that one. 529, Bhoktaram, where is it?
Yeah, Bhukta Yagya Tapasa Sarvaloke
Maheshwaram.
Yeah.
Suhradam sarvabhutanam
Jnana
Jnatva Shanti Mrichati. This is considered the peace formula. If somebody asks you what is the peace formula, you should tell them this verse.
Okay. A person of full consciousness of me, know me to be the ultimate beneficiary of all sacrifice and austerities, the supreme lord of all planets and demigods, and the benefactor and well-wisher of all living entity, attain peace from the pangs of material miseries.
So this again is establishing everything, right?
Yes.
Whatever it is in that other shloka, he is here also. He has said he is the beneficiary of the sacrifices. He is the supreme lord of planets and demigods. He is the benefactor and well-wisher of all living entities. And one who knows that attains peace.
Peace, yes.
Okay. So what we are saying is that being in Krishna consciousness is to know all these things. Okay. To have faith that these things are truth. Isn't it? Because, I mean, initially, of course, we might think that we are in Krishna consciousness or whatever, but actually Maya is very strong also.
Yes.
So we are pulled in all directions. We want to do some different thing. We want to, it's difficult to be engaged 24 hours in Krishna consciousness.
It's very important. Like, anything, if you say you don't do these things, and the Krishna makes that arrangement and you have to do that thing. I noticed
Sometimes
that
you're put
many
in the
times
test.
because it's one of my neighbor. He was that was like 10 years ago, and he was a young boy, and then he was driving a Toyota Corolla. And I said, mate, you're driving the old man car. You have to have some sports car or something like that. You're driving the Toyota Corolla, and I never drive Toyota Corolla. On that time, I had a four-wheel drive and the sports car. I was on the real estate back in those days. So I said, man, I can't believe that. And now for last 5 years, what I'm driving, Toyota Corolla. God said, Krishna said, hey, kya? You say you're never gonna drive. That's what I say. You never say never. Anything you say you don't do it, Krishna makes you to, because it's break your ego.
Yes.
Anytime somebody insulted you, that means you are too proud. And Krishna breaks that ego. That's why that person is insulting you.
Yeah.
So it's not really he wants to insult you, but the Krishna wants to break your ego. It's a good thing.
Yeah.
Your ego breaks. Yes.
Yeah.
One day, Abhay Prabhu was telling that he was given a lecture, and then somebody called at home to a preaching, and he was very puffed up and very like when he get there, he couldn't able to speak a word.
He says
That's happened. Yes, that's right. Understand.
See, actually, you're right, because what will happen is, one other thing also is, when we start chanting, like as we develop in our chanting, and like years go by, and if we are trying to do it sincerely, we start noticing a lot of things about ourselves.
Yes.
Okay, so all those anarthas means unwanted things. So all those anarthas, all the bad habits, all the uh, the bad things in us,
You
like
getting
anger.
purified.
Yeah, you're getting purified,
Yes.
but you start noticing that you have these problems.
Yes.
Okay.
Only you notice it when you purify. When you
Yeah,
purify, you think it's normal.
that's right. Because otherwise, you're thinking I'm the greatest
Yeah,
person.
that's right. I'm not doing anything wrong.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
so good. Why is this
that,
person having a problem with me?
that's right.
Isn't
That's
it?
right. When you getting purified, then you say, "Whoa, these are things was wrong." Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So
Mm.
so then what happens? So we are thinking, okay, okay, I have an anger problem. मैं सब पे चिल्लाती रहती हूँ, whatever, like that. So you're thinking from now on, I have to really be very careful.
Mm. You can
Okay.
only get there when you're chanting in the mercy of the Krishna. Otherwise, you
That's
think
right.
it's normal.
But you know what will happen next? So the moment you got this is like a big epiphany. You got this, aha, I get angry. This is my problem. And now I'm chanting. So good. Now I have this under control. Okay. Then Krishna will put a test.
Yes.
He'll
Create a
put you in a
situation.
situation
Yes.
where you will be so angry.
Yes.
And
That's right.
and I have noticed this happens so quickly,
Mm.
In,
Yeah.
this is just an example I'm telling you, but the day you would have thought, acha, ye mera problem hai, and I
उसी
have to
दिन
see,
आपका अहंकार टूटेगा. That's right.
yes,
That's true. True.
yeah.
So yeah, it's
So, so, so see, actually, Krishna's being in our heart, he knows everything.
of course.
But we have to have that faith that we can actually overcome, and we are taking baby steps,
Hmm.
and we will get there in the end. It's like
Yes.
that. So
Yes.
we have to have that firm faith. So, and this is what in this particular verse Krishna is saying, that understanding, like being in full consciousness of me.
Hmm.
So being in full consciousness means, okay, to understand that Krishna is the controller of everything,
Yeah.
Krishna is the enjoyer of everything,
Yeah.
you know and I'm just a servant in this whole thing. It actually, this also is very difficult.
Yeah.
We might say it, oh, I'm the servant of Krishna, but to be really the servant of Krishna is quite difficult.
Yes.
you
It's
know
like you're saying you are the Krishna consciousness, but that the who's gonna mark this paper? If you give an exam, he's the
Mm.
one examiner to mark that. Okay, you give an exam and come back. If you say I will mark that exam after 5,000 years, you have to wait. Or
Yeah,
if I give you out of 10, maybe 2 marks or 3 or 9, okay, you have
yeah,
to accept it. That's it.
yeah,
And if
yeah.
you say means I will mark it after 2,000 years, you have to wait. And we have to wait. So
Yes,
there is no such thing as a certificate you will get that you are fully consciousness. Only
yeah,
Krishna knows who's
yeah.
how much consciousness, you or me. Only Krishna knows, or Abhay
That's
Prabhu.
right.
Nobody will know, because
Yeah,
only Krishna will know. Because from anyone chanting in the temple, you don't know how deeper
yeah,
they are or what's there.
yeah.
Nobody, only Krishna knows.
That's right. Yeah. So
Yeah.
that is why we also have to be very careful that
Very
we
good.
don't
Just
judge
respect everyone
anybody.
and
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
respect anything in the back,
yeah.
and that's it. Yeah, because
But at the same time, see, even though that verse is there, Trinadapi Sunichena Taror Sahishnuna, meaning that we have to be like more humble than a blade of grass,
yeah,
and and we don't expect any respect in return.
yeah,
That is amani namanadena kirtaniya sadahari. So one can chant in that state of mind where one is not expecting any respect,
hmm.
and thinking themselves lower than a
Blade
straw.
of
Yeah, blade of grass or straw
more
in the
taller than the
street.
tree.
Yeah. But what happens sometimes is, we should be like that, but at the same time, we should also not be treated as a doormat,
Hmm.
if you understand what I'm saying.
I understand. Yes.
Yeah. So, because sometimes what happens is some people get it into their head that, oh, I can treat this person any which way.
Mm.
There are people who are very simple minded
Yeah.
and very sincere,
Yeah.
who will be like, okay, that is between them and Krishna, let them treat me
Yeah.
any which way, and that is very nice. But
Mm.
frankly speaking, I am not at that stage. So
Ah,
I will be very I mean, I find that
you're upfront.
yeah, I have some self respect, and I'll be like, okay, I can't go below this.
I I have a very different analogy prospect of dealing situation like that.
Okay.
If somebody, okay, for example, if somebody give you a gift, a Christmas gift,
Hmm.
and if you don't accept that gift, what
Hmm.
happened to that gift?
When you say you don't accept means what?
Okay, for example, somebody give you a Christmas gift, your neighbor or anyone, and
Hmm.
you said no, I don't accept it. What happened to that gift?
They'll take it back.
Back, isn't it? So if
Yeah.
somebody says harsh word to
Hmm.
me, I don't accept it. So
Hmm.
back to him.
No,
I don't.
no. I think I don't know whether this what I'm saying is true or not, but maybe women are a little more emotional
Women
in
point of
this.
view. I don't, because I'm a man
Because
point.
even like you are saying it easily, and I've seen you don't take it to heart.
No,
From
because
how much I know
because
of
I
you.
just I don't accept the words. If he says something about me in the wrong way, I don't accept it. So what happened to that words? He just take it with him. So it's like I'm just back to the normal. Problem is that when you accept it, if somebody say you're a donkey, minute you will become a donkey. If you believe that, when you accept it, when you, oh, you told me donkey, it means you accept it, and then you act like a donkey. So if you don't accept it, then simple as, minute you will angry with that, it means you accept you're a donkey.
uh,
So that is simple as, like, uh, some people, they were saying different thing. I've been in Bhakti Tree for 5-6 years and serving every day 50 people, 70 people for last how many years that. So every Tuesday we got a Kirtan as well. And yes, I can see that different prospect. Even I'm driving Uber as well. I get judged every day. Every customer, I get judged. Even Bhakti Tree, when I serve, I judge everybody every day. It's not like that they don't judge 30-40% people, those who are first timer every day in Bhakti Tree. I
mm,
noticed that. And even Uber as well. So I've been judged every day. But my perspective was simple, like, I just talk with them. And if they go off the track, I know that if they are in an argumentative way, or they are like not agree something way or something like that, and then I just like, stop accepting whatever they're saying, and then I say, okay, thank you, no problem, beautiful, have a wonderful day, and then back to the normal. If I accepted what they're saying, anything wrong about me or Krishna
mm,
consciousness or things like that, then I just, like, Prabhupada say that, or they say, if somebody doesn't believe in Bhagavad Gita, don't give it them,
mm.
because it's offense.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
it's like it's a Vaishnava Prad. So
Mm,
I can see that, and from there onwards, I just say, okay, it's like I don't accept it, their presence. So their presence is with them. So it
mm,
doesn't bother me. If I was thinking, like, everybody has got a different opinion. Two
mm.
person can't be the same. Even twins can't be the same. And if I
Yeah.
take everyone's opinion, I get ballistic. I get explode. you know. So
No, that's true. Yeah, yeah. No, I totally understand what you're saying, and that's a very good attitude to have. That's a very
that's
good
the
trait.
only way. Otherwise, it's like, you be like explode. And like the way you're dealing with every day the people there. If you try to, accepting everyone's what they're saying in that, your consciousness will be like, question mark, what are you doing, you know what I mean? People will say many things. A lot
Yeah.
of people, they say, like, funny haircut, and in a driving, like, whenever I'm dying and things like that. Many people, they say something, oh good, somebody say, oh, what a nice, I like it, the fashion, this one there. And I said,
Mm,
it's not a fashion, it's a culture, it's a religion, this is explain it. And
mm,
out of 10, maybe 7 or 8 people not interested. One or
mm,
two people they are jigyasu, they might listen a little bit. And I give it a brochure, come to have a eat in Bhakti Tree. Any day. My favorite line is that any day you don't feel like to cook, just come. $10, you will get a beautiful, fresh meal and all vegetable. Every doctor in the world say eat vegetable. That's what we sell vegetable. It can't be wrong. So come and have that. Any day you feel lazy or tired or something, please come. Allow us to serve you. And then a lot of people, they say is that a lot of people, not one, every day, at least if I've got 10 people compliments, out of 10 people, 5 people will say that this food is different. We eat a lot of Indian food, then I say the same line. When we cook, first thali goes to Jagannath. The mercy of Jagannath, just a gratitude, thank you very much. That's the mercy in that food that become a prasadam. That's the taste. Because you don't know Jagannath, you know the you're feeling the taste, but you don't know what the Jagannath is. So that's what it is. Simple gratitude. Thank you, Jagannath. And my first plate goes, then after that you eat, any customer eat, I eat. That's what the difference. Then they say, really, I see it. You can read that over there. And they went there and read, and sometimes they bought it.
Oh, they've still retained that sign.
Yeah.
Good.
And then maybe buy $2 Mahamantra book sometime there. Sometime higher taste book, they buy that, something. I said, because of the
Oh,
Jagannath.
that's nice.
It's everyone, I tell 50% people, they says, how come the taste is different? It's because of Jagannath. Who's Jagannath? He's a creator. Jagannath. He's a creator. So we just take a first plate to that in the morning when we cook, 11 o'clock. Just a thank you. And then everyone eat that after that. First thing first goes to here. Everybody eat after that. And that's the flavor comes that. And those who are like a Krishna consciousness, I said Jagannath, they dribble into that plate. That's where the taste comes that. If they are Krishna consciousness. But I don't tell foreigners they dribble into the plate.
They might be like, what?
Yeah, what happening there? So, that's the thing. So then they were saying, Jagannath. Okay, yes. So at least they say Jagannath, maybe this life, next life, they will come.
Yeah.
They
No,
have in a
that's good.
prasadam, they have a Jagannath. So that's what it is. And like it's true. Like in Puri as well, साक्षात्कार it's not a विग्रह जगन्नाथ हैं वो तो रात को जाते हैं फिर आते हैं मंदिर में they all there it's just एक नहीं कितने how many times been happen you maybe say oh one time somebody said oh you come and steal the mango from my orchard or something no not one or two many times many times and like one or two it can be miracle but all these stories that means sakshatkar he is there.
Yes.
Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was, chanting there from Jagannath. So it's just everyone. It's just the glory.
Yeah.
And like I was telling everyone in Jagannath Puri that the security guard, I said, what have you done? You born in Puri, you're born in Delhi. He said, go and ask Jagannath. It's up to him. Like, anyone, like other day I rent a room in in Vrindavan. So, and I noticed that he's charging a little bit too much because I booked it here from booking.com.
Oh, okay.
My family says we can book it from Delhi. It'll be cheaper. I said, no, it's okay. I'll book it here. And I booked it. And then he charged a little bit too much in there. But there's one guy that he you must remember that. He's the tall guy, Sundar.
Yeah,
Gopal.
Sundar Gopal.
Yeah.
We met him.
He's in Radhakund.
Yes.
So, and I just rented at the Raman Reti. And then I noticed that he charged a little bit. And then Sundar Gopal says, very beautiful thing. He said, that's okay. He's a Brijvasi. If he charge a little bit more, it's okay. He's a Brijvasi. Brijvasi जो है ना ब्रिज में जिसने जन्म लिया वो साधारण नहीं है
नहीं
तो इसलिए कोई बात नहीं अगर 100-200 रुपए ज्यादा भी लिया ना ब्रिजवासी ने कोई बात नहीं क्योंकि ब्रिजवासी मतलब वहां पैदा हुआ तो कृष्णा की मर्जी से.
Yeah, actually, but Prabhupada had mentioned like there's a calendar we have and that's Prabhupada calendar. So something that he has said is usually marked for that particular day. Actually, there used to be a calendar like that even in Bhakti Tree. I hope it's still there. There is a Prabhupada calendar there as well. It used to be behind in the kitchen area. We had left one there.
Oh, no, I don't think so. It's still there. Maybe if it's the year finish and they must be changing the calendar.
No, there is no year. It's like it is for each. You can just continuously use it. Like there is no year mentioned. It's just each day you turn the day and there'll be
Oh
something.
yeah. Little booklet. Yeah.
Like that.
That's right.
Not booklet, but it's like
No,
a
it's
calendar.
calendar. Yes.
So in that, Prabhupada recently only I saw he had mentioned that like doing offenses on, see, one of the, there are 10 offenses to the holy name, right?
Yeah.
Chanting the
Yeah.
holy name, there are 10 offenses. So one of them is the seventh one is to commit sinful to commit sinful activities on the strength of chanting the holy name of the Lord. Okay. So Prabhupada is actually talking about that, and he's saying that people think, oh, now I'm chanting, so I can do any kind of nonsense. No, you can't do. And he said, actually, even in Vrindavan, there are people doing like that. So then he said, so these people who do like that, especially in the dham, it becomes even more
Yeah,
like
Vaishnava Prat, yes.
no, not Vaishnava Aparad only, but it is more magnified.
Yeah, because
So
if
so
someone
if
doesn't belongs to that place, if they do, it's a normal aparad. Like if the police will commit the crime, it'll be like very strict penalty because they are the one protect that community for the crime. If they act a crime, that's a harsh penalty. So if somebody do the crime outside the Vrindavan, if Vrindavan devotee does that, it's a harsh penalty because he know the law. And after that, if you do the
yeah,
crime, it's
and also the place Vrindavan itself is special. So whatever
yes,
you do gets magnified more. So if yeah,
definitely
the punishment is more like that.
punishment
So
is more.
anyway, Prabhupada was saying that these monkeys and like all these
Birds, anything, yeah.
pigs or whatever are in Vrindavan. So he is saying actually these are people who have committed sinful activities.
And then back in there.
Yeah, I mean, and there could be Brajvasis as well. They have
Yes,
committed, Brajvasi means somebody who was born in Braj.
yes,
Okay.
yes.
So then, but if they have acted badly, then they actually come back as this monkey, donkey,
Yeah,
whatever, like that.
yeah,
And their life is very difficult. If
yes.
you see, they are like residents of Vrindavan, but how they are suffering. You see these monkeys and all, how they get
Yes.
beaten up. They're so
There are
sad
dogs,
actually.
street dogs as well. Yeah,
Yeah, street dog, all
yeah,
this, no, it is
yeah.
very sad.
It is.
So, and that's what Prabhupada is saying, that one has to be very, very careful
Yes.
so that they don't commit these offenses like that.
And at the end, whoever will do, they have to pay them back. Like if you get Sri Kari Mataji's money gets stolen from the hotel last year.
Yeah, oh
That
yeah, I heard
if
that.
whoever steal the money and she is a bhakta, you know,
Yeah,
then
yeah,
that
that
person
is
has to
really
pay
bad.
back.
I
Yeah,
know.
that person doesn't know how much he has to pay them back.
And the sorry thing is actually even from I mean Shrikari Mataji is different that way. I mean I'm pretty sure she's quite detached. But if
No,
somebody is very attached to that, they'll also have to come back to
yes,
receive the money as well. So it is
that's
better to let things go.
that's right.
Yeah.
It's like it depends on like how much you are in the spirituality. If you are more deeper in there, it's like a if you got any disease, if you have got a money in a bank, you can go operation and pay for that and you get away and then you can get well soon. And if you don't have money, what would you do? You have to take a longer time to be healed by itself and things like, or you may die. So it's the same thing, is that in your spiritual bank, how much have you got in there? If you got any loss in your life, if you have got a money in the spiritual bank, you can get away easily. If you doesn't have a spiritual bank amount in there, it takes a longer. Like
Mm-hmm.
average person, if you're more spiritual, if it's a very close one for you died, and then you can get away easily. Because if
Mm-hmm.
he doesn't have that spiritual bank, it'll take longer to come back.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Exactly the same way. More you're spiritual there, and less the worry would be.
yeah,
Anything, if you lose that, you will say it belongs to Krishna, and then, I
yeah.
didn't
Let
bring
it
it
go.
with me. And
Yeah,
if I lost it, and it doesn't
yeah,
really matter. Like, did I, if whatever I've got that, it's like, it's Krishna gave me that. If he doesn't. If he
yeah.
gives it, he gives. But if he thinks that I'm the doer, that's the
Yes.
problem. If you think, okay, I'm the doer, like some people they talk that things like that, as the first thing first, you have to take it in your mind, you are not a doer. If you
Yeah.
think you are the doer, then you get everything you have to do yourself. You're
Yeah.
going to get
Yeah.
exhausted. Do your
Yeah.
duty and leave it up to him.
Yes.
Okay, I did my duty, and then let's see. But
Yeah.
if you, some they are like a control freak,
Yeah.
because they want to be everything, because they think they are the doer. That's
Yeah.
the freak out. If anything goes wrong, they get depression, because
Yes.
they think they are the doer.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But if you think you're not a doer, you can't get depression. No way you can get anxiety if you
Yeah.
think you're not a doer.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's like this simple as you don't need to do PhD to learn that.
Yeah. But
Anyone can.
see, no, but the thing, Prabhuji, the fact is, for some people, it is very easy. And for some people, it is not. Like even Prabhupada says, for the simple, Krishna consciousness for the simple minded is very simple.
Yeah,
But for the crooked,
it yeah.
it is very complicated.
But Prabhupada say it's a science. It's not like a any formula from Thomas Edison. He designed the globe. It's a science, simple science. You can chant, you will see the difference in you. Simple
That is
as. You
right.
don't need to do. You don't need to believe me. If it doesn't have any difference, don't chant it. Simple.
No, no, that is true. But even then, how many people are chanting so many years,
Very,
everything?
very little.
But
Yeah.
then still they are okay.
Because why?
Whatever they are chanting, them that is their problem. Okay, but the thing is, that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm saying that if somebody has a lot of, some people have, even though they may have, what is this? Why is this come like this?
No, no. Normally around 4 o'clock, it'll get a bit funny. You have to disconnect and connect again after 1 hour. It's not
Oh,
4 o'clock yet. I mean, it's
okay.
1 hour after. Yeah.
Yeah. No, what I'm saying is different people are at different levels. Okay.
Yeah.
We are all practicing Krishna consciousness. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
However, based on birth, based on when we started chanting, based on
Your
different
upbringing and the
things.
family where you born,
Yes, different.
upbringing.
Okay. So even in that, somebody may have been chanting for 40 years, 50 years, whatever. Okay. And some child might have just come into chanting just now.
Mm-hmm.
But their heart is more pure.
Yeah.
So for them to accept this becomes very easy.
Yeah.
Whereas somebody who has been
Because
chanting for so many years,
yeah.
they are still struggling to accept.
Yeah. Because they come with the child come with the empty glass, and the person who's chanting, he's already got something in the
Okay,
glass.
forget the child. That could be an adult also. It
Okay,
doesn't
adult
matter.
as well.
What I'm
Even the
saying is,
Westerners, when they speak their shlokas, like the Prabhuji and all that. I mean, how come they know all that? Because they come with the empty glass, and the Prabhupada filled up with. And then some people, they go with they think they're born in the Hindu culture or Sanatan Dharma, they knows everything.
yeah,
And then and they come with a glass full, so they cannot. There's no room. You have to
yeah.
become
No,
as the
but
empty.
that is also not what I'm saying.
Mm.
I'm actually talking at a different level in the sense that within their heart there is purity, impurity, like that.
Yes, because
Okay.
the ego
But they
we
could,
have got.
what I'm saying is, they could
Yeah,
be chanting for many, many years,
yes,
but
yes.
even then their heart is not
Yeah,
cleared
because
yet.
heart is dirty from how many generations, a
Yeah,
lifetime.
yeah,
So
that,
it's not gonna be like if you have got a mirror dirty for 20,000 years, you can't just get in one wipe and it'll all go.
yes,
It'll
yes.
take
And that
time.
is what I'm saying. So for those kind of people,
Yeah,
um, they might find it very difficult to accept. For them, it becomes complicated. It's not
yeah,
simple.
yeah,
Like I'm saying, for the simple minded, it is very
yeah.
simple.
Yes.
But for the crooked, that's what
Yeah.
Prabhupada used the word crooked. It is complicated.
Yeah, because if they're using a brain too much,
Yeah.
it's not. Bhakti
Then
यहाँ से नहीं
that's
आती
when
होगी.
that's why they feel difficult to say
It's
Krishna is the
because
doer and I'm not the doer.
yeah,
They are
it's
still
like
thinking I'm the
this
doer.
this thing. This is can't surrender. Surrender from here.
Yeah.
Mind तो कभी surrender कर ही नहीं सकता.
नहीं.
Because they always in the mathematics. If I
Yes.
do this, what would I get that in
Yeah.
return? If I don't do this, what would I lose
Yeah.
that?
Yeah.
Calculation. From
Yeah.
here, no,
Logic.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
logic. Yeah, they surrender
Yeah.
from here. So
Yeah.
once you do from here, it's happens. Like it's
Yeah.
simple. Like if you like schools and everything say 2 plus 2 is a 4. That come from here, not
Yeah.
from here.
Mm.
If you put it a one person in the room, never been to the school, never been to university, nobody teaching mathematics, nothing, he will never know 2 plus 2 is a 4. He
Yes.
will never know because it's from here.
Yeah.
But if the same person you can put in the room, does not teach nothing, but he will know sexuality,
Mm.
even if you don't teach anything. Why?
Yeah.
Because it's come from here,
Yeah.
inside his body.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
whatever the inside his body is comes that, it's you don't need to teach him. It
Mm.
because Krishna is the part and parcel.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
from here. It comes from here. You don't need to. It just happen. Whether
Mm.
somebody teach or not teach, it's
Yes.
it's not a university. But
Yeah.
it's come from here. If it's not come from, it come from here. It takes time, and then
Yeah.
you may not be get right.
Yes.
Here,
Yeah.
you will see it flow, and then fine with that. But
Yes.
a lot of people they think I'm the doer. Doer means they're using that.
Yeah. That's
This is
right.
the
Yeah.
problem.
Yes.
And then yeah, you can use that. It's not like
Yeah.
you stand middle of the road. If that my heart will say if the truck will stop. No, you'll become a papadam. It's not
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
using that too much will be the things there
Problem.
on the
Yeah.
doer.
Yes.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
that's the I think, but
Yeah.
everybody's
No.
different.
No. Actually,
I think
that's true. Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
it depend on your past karma as well. Like
Of
not
course. Yeah.
everybody. All there's a hundred and like kitna 140 crore Indian hai. It's like not all comes to that. I think it's
Mm.
something to with the past karma as well. Means
Of
if
course,
there
it is
is
true with the past
something,
karma. Like you said, you just said it that for lifetimes you're
yeah,
being associating with material nature and you're
yeah,
contaminated.
yeah,
So to the extent that you're contaminated, but you might have done some pious activity because of which,
some, yeah.
Krishna gives you a taste, and
Mm.
whether you accept it or not
Yeah,
is
I
up
tell
to
you
you.
the story for the last year about the elephant.
Mm,
There was a bushfire happen to the
mm.
bushes. A whole animal was running because animal get burnt very easily because they got so much fur,
Yeah, yeah,
so much
yeah.
hair. So they were running and bushfire. There's no control. You
Mm,
have to be defense yourself. So
yeah.
elephant also running, and then elephant running, he get tired. He
Mm.
stopped one under the tree, and then he lift his leg up. His leg has got some nail in the leg, some chota
Oh.
kanta. So
Mm-hmm.
he hold the leg up there, and the same time there's one rabbit came and sit under the leg, and he seen that rabbit was sitting, and rabbit was quite safe. He said okay, and he can't put the leg down
Mm.
because rabbit is there.
Mm.
So by the time that the bushfire stopped and the rabbit just gone, and his leg is get crooked, he can't straighten it up because the
Oh,
amount of time he hold it like that. When he
yeah.
trying to put it there, he fell down and he died.
Oh.
So on the time of the death, he has got a one peace.
Mm.
Peace means happiness. At
Mm.
least I save the protect that to
Rabbit.
rabbit.
Mm.
Next life, he comes as a disciple of Buddha.
Mm.
And he says to Buddha, how come I'm become your disciple? Whenever you come around me, your energy and all that, it just flourish me. He said, it doesn't happen like that. Go to your last life. You was
Mm.
elephant.
Mm.
In this life, you become a disciple of Buddha. So it doesn't happen like that.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah.
from the
Yeah, yeah.
past
Yeah.
karma. So
Yeah.
it's like some pious activity. We all did that. So that's why we are in the shelter of Prabhupada and following that. Which
Yeah.
is and but like my Guru Maharaj, Radhanath Maharaj, their surrender is like that. I'm ready to drop my body. It's
Mm.
just regardless. Like one time he was in Vrindavan 4 in the morning going to Yamuna River for a bath, and then one of the narrow street he was going, and he stepped on the dog, and then dog bitten in on leg
Oh.
back in 1975. And that time it was a 14 injection in the stomach. If you remember that.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Each
Yeah.
injection was killing. He
Wow.
says that I rather die. I cannot take this injection anymore. But he took
Wow.
it, He was very, very but the thing is, Krishna was testing that. How strong is that? Are you really surrender, or are you just telling you're a surrender? Then it'll be true. Comes out with that, but he just didn't give up. Boy with the blue boy with the flute. That's what he called. So he doesn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh, one Mataji, you have to disconnect and connect again.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
okay.
Yeah.